At some point tonight, while you are completely unconscious, your brain might decide to have a full conversation with nobody, or make you get up, walk to the kitchen, cook something, eat it, and go back to bed. And tomorrow morning you will remember absolutely none of it. This happens to millions of people every single night. And the strangest part is, science still can't fully explain why. Let's start with the one almost everyone has experienced. You're just falling asleep, perfectly relaxed, and suddenly your entire body jerks awake like you just got shoved off a building. Heart pounding, eyes wide open, completely confused. Nothing happened. You were just lying there doing absolutely nothing. That is called a hypnic jerk, and it happens because your brain panics for no reason. As your body relaxes and your muscles go limp, your brain sometimes misreads that as you actually falling. So it fires a full emergency signal to catch you. A complete overreaction to nothing. Scientists aren't sure why the brain gets this so catastrophically wrong. But here's the best part. The more tired and stressed you are, the worse it gets. So your brain rewards a long, exhausting day by pushing you off an imaginary cliff the moment you finally get comfortable. Now here's where it gets properly strange. Sleep talking is one of the most common things humans do at night without realizing it. People mumble, argue, laugh, give instructions, and sometimes hold full conversations while completely unconscious. The person next to them hears everything. The sleep talker wakes up and confidently says they didn't make a single sound. There is a 66% chance you will sleep talk at some point in your life. And the funniest part? Studies recording sleep talkers found that the most common thing people say while asleep is insults. Not sweet things, not helpful things. Just the brain, completely alone in the dark, insulting somebody. Whatever your brain is working through at night, it has some strong opinions about people. But talking is nothing compared to what some people do with their whole body. Real sleepwalking is not the cartoon version with arms stretched out and eyes closed. Real sleepwalkers have their eyes wide open with a blank expression and can do things that make absolutely no sense. People have cooked full meals, rearranged furniture, unlocked doors and walked outside, and in documented cases, driven a car. All while their brain was technically asleep. They wake up with zero memory of any of it. One person reportedly made and ate an entire omelet, went back to bed, and argued the next morning that they hadn't eaten since dinner. The omelet pan was still on the stove. And then there is something called exploding head syndrome, which is exactly as alarming as it sounds. Right as you are falling asleep, you hear a sudden enormous bang, crash, or explosion inside your head. No external sound, no pain. Just a deafening noise that exists only in your brain, launching you back awake in complete panic. Scientists think it happens when the brain misfires as it powers down for sleep, like a computer making one last terrible decision before shutting off. It is completely harmless, but try convincing yourself of that at 2 a.m. when your own brain just detonated. And finally, sleep paralysis. You wake up fully conscious. You can see your room. You know exactly where you are, but you cannot move a single muscle, cannot speak, cannot even blink properly. And in most cases, people report seeing something in the room with them. A dark figure in the corner, something sitting on their chest, a shape at the end of the bed. This has been reported across every culture in human history. Ancient peoples called it demons and night visitors. Science calls it a brain timing error. Your body stays paralyzed from REM sleep while your conscious mind switches back on too early. The shadow figures are your confused, half-dreaming brain generating a threat that isn't there. It lasts seconds to minutes. It feels like an eternity. So tonight when you close your eyes, your brain is going to partially shut down, file through everything that happened today, build entirely fictional worlds that feel completely real, randomly push you off an imaginary cliff, possibly insult someone in your sleep, and maybe get up and cook breakfast at 3 a.m. and you will wake up tomorrow and think you just had a totally normal night. This is Facts They Buried. Every week, the things they forgot to teach you. Subscribe. The facts are buried. We dig them up.